Hello and welcome to Movies with My Dad, the podcast where I, film critic Tina Kakadelis, take my dad Stratis to the movies. This week we saw 28 Years Later, directed by Danny Boyle, starring Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Join us on the spoiler-filled car ride home. Okay, it's recording again. I don't know why that happened. Was it recording before? I don't know.
So we don't know if it was recorded or not.
No.
All right, Tina. What movie did you take me to tonight? Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Technology.
You're the youth.
I know. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, yes, it's still recording. Okay, hi, what movie did we see?
I asked you that already.
You're getting there, the first take.
28 something. Days, months, years.
Just think about it.
Eons. 28 days later.
You think all of that.
28 years
You think
later?
that man built that bone temple in 28 days?
No.
Great.
But it said 28 days later at some point.
At the very end.
So I thought that was part.
After he dropped the baby off.
Okay.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
So, it's a zombie movie. Ish?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Sequel.
Did you get the name yet?
28 days. Years.
There you go.
28 years. So a sequel to what?
28 days, and then 28 weeks, and now we're at 28 years.
No, there were two before this?
Yes. So you've seen none. You're coming in cold.
I'm coming in very cold.
That's fine. I don't think you really needed anything.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think that you did. How did you feel?
So how long ago
It was not
the first
actually
one?
28 years.
Okay.
I think it's like 2002, maybe?
Oh, so it's been a substantial amount of time since the first one.
Yeah. And then the second one was like 2011, I think.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Same director, same anything else?
Danny Boyle did it.
Sure. Who's that?
He did Slumdog Millionaire. He has a crazy filmography.
I've heard of him. Of that movie, I mean.
And then Alex Garland wrote it, but I don't think you've seen any. Oh, Ex Machina?
Yes, but no memory of it.
Great. But none of these characters are present in...
Was the director, though, present in the first one? Okay.
Yes.
And the writer for the first one?
I don't remember if Alex wrote the first one or the second one. I don't remember what he did.
Were they just as unique?
So this is all shot on an iPhone.
Oh, come on.
That's their whole shtick. Part of it.
What'd they shoot the first one on?
A camcorder, I believe. It's crazy. I have to show you the rig when we park, but you know how like some of the scenes, it felt like, especially when they were fighting the little guys, it felt like it just like shifted a couple inches over in the same perspective. Did you notice that?
No.
Okay. Great. I'm so
glad. Too busy
glad.
looking at the zombies.
Anyway, so they built this rig that had like 28 iPhones mounted on this massive arc.
Oh my word, really?
It's crazy. I gotta show you it.
Right, so you still haven't given a synopsis of what the movie is.
It's bad.
It's bad?
No, I mean life is bad.
Oh, life is bad.
The rage virus from the first one.
So we're in the UK.
They all are.
Okay. So
because they've contained it.
The entire island. Do we know if Ireland also got the rage?
I don't think so.
Although it showed like a containment zone that looked like it covered all of both islands.
I don't remember, and I was not really paying attention to the map.
What caused this rage?
A monkey.
A monkey?
Yeah, so in the first one, a bunch of essentially like PETA protesters broke in, tried to liberate some monkeys, and the scientist was like, no, please don't do it, because like it's infected and we're all gonna die if you let this monkey out. And they were like, doesn't matter, we're doing it anyway. They caused the infection.
So a modified version of Planet of the Apes.
Sure. I don't know what happens in Planet of the Apes. It's been a long time.
It was a bunch of monkeys in a research facility that broke out and...
Oh, you're talking about the new Planet of the...
Well,
that is the beginning.
It's the same storyline.
I forgot.
There's nothing different about it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so did you like it?
I was entertained throughout.
Okay.
Because I didn't know where it was going.
Mr. Anti-Horror Man.
It wasn't a horror movie.
This is a horror movie.
It was more a suspense movie.
I'm gonna throw myself off of this.
Was it not more of a suspense
No, it's a horror.
movie?
It's a true blue horror movie.
It didn't feel horror. It didn't turn my stomach. It didn't make me just go, oh, no more. That's more suspense.
That's a slasher. You don't like slashers. You might like horror as a broader genre.
As your sister would say, doubt.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so why did you like this one?
Well, there was a...
Sick of it?
Well, I don't understand. I guess this is a story of somebody that lost their mother through cancer.
Okay.
Right? That's what all of this is built around?
Are you talking about, like, the writer?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was a catharsis?
No, I think
Cathartic?
It could be, but I think it
One of those
also
words.
could be that this kid, for much of his life,
Why is there a small child running by themselves in the street?
There's a parent.
Oh, there's a
right
parent.
there.
Okay.
There's
I thought the
3
zombies
adults.
started.
Oh my goodness. I think it's more so to impact this kid that, like, death exists. Like, Ray Fiennes' character saying that death exists in different ways. And that, like, he is very used to, like, the people who are so old who are dying. And then the people who are not viewed as people anymore who are getting arrows to the head. Those are his two understandings of death.
The dad got short-shrifted in this film.
The dad sucked.
I didn't think so at all.
The dad sucked.
Why?
The dad was pushing
Living in
his
a
kid before he was ready, unnecessarily. There was no reason for the 12-year-old to be going to the mainland.
Yes, there was.
No. They said that there is no reason that most of the time they wait till they're 15 or 16. And he said, no, my son's a manly boy.
He said, my son's ready. And
he's not.
He was.
Oh, my God.
He had his first
kill
at 12.
You gonna go punch a wall when you get home, or what?
It's a post-apocalyptic world.
And they were fine living in their isolation.
Actually, I'm not sure I understood why they needed to leave the island. They seemed like they had everything they needed.
They said they scavenge.
But they've been scavenging for years.
I would assume for wood, because they don't have...
Oh, Dad did say something about you're going to come here and work and cut trees down.
Yeah. But the dad was a very violent man.
I wouldn't say he was...
He slapped the kid! What are you talking about?
Okay.
He took joy in murdering the infected.
He has to kill the zombies. What do you
Ray
want from this
Fiennes
line?
didn't.
Well... See, so there's another
That's
story
why they
here.
showed the
I
two
understand.
differing father figures.
But they didn't explain how Ray Fiennes survived.
Because he's a
other
doctor.
Than covering himself in iodine.
He covers himself in iodine, and he drugs them with morphine, and then he runs away.
He used
They
the tools
come
he
by
had.
sound. No, the dad was going to kill for sport.
He only had
and he
the
wanted
tool
his son
that
to
he
kill
had,
for
which
sport.
Was
Oh my God.
I need to take you out to the woods to teach you how to hunt, Tina.
Yeah, because you know how to hunt. My goodness.
I've shown you how to hunt for good restaurants in faraway towns.
For sure.
That
will really help when the apocalypse hits and the infected and the rage virus comes.
Well, the first thing you do is go straight to St. Louis to get some Ted Drews.
Oh my God. And die trying for essentially a Dairy Queen milkshake.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
What? So you liked it? Are you gonna watch the other two?
I don't know. Are they as good as this was?
No.
Well then,
with all due respect to Danny
this was
Boyle.
entertaining all the way through.
This was much more of an emotional.
I didn't know what was going on. It was emotional. Although I really loved how it ended.
You did. The ending is very controversial.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it. Why do you like it? Do you know who his figure was supposed to be?
Yeah, it was the kid from the opening sequence.
I meant in real life.
Oh.
Jimmy is Jimmy Savile. He's dressed as Jimmy Savile, the very famous British guy who's like super nasty child porn dude.
Oh. That's not fair. Well, how is that possible?
What do you mean? I don't know. So okay, let me fill you in. So there's this movie that just came out.
I feel like you set me up for that.
I didn't know you would like the ending. I thought you were going to be like the people behind us who thought it was so stupid.
Well, it made no sense, but I still.
Okay,
I wanted to see the next movie with that crew.
So we have this movie coming out that just came, the one that we just saw.
Yes.
Then there's part 2 coming out in January.
Oh, so there will be one.
Yes, there's going to be 2 more.
With Jimmy.
With Jimmy. Do you know who played Jimmy?
No idea.
You've already seen him in a movie this year.
That's fine. I have no idea.
Remember the white boy in Sinners? White boy vampire?
Yes.
That's him. That's Jack O'Connell. Big fan.
I mean, it was good in Sinners. He didn't have much
He did not
to
have
do
much
here.
to do here. Highly billed, though, I noticed, for not having much to do.
Oh, you mean
in the credits? Yeah. Do you know who the mom was?
Oh, yeah. I love her. Comer?
Yeah.
Jodie?
Look at you.
Hey, look at that. I loved Killing Eve.
Yeah, you did stick around to the end.
I
You
did
and the
like that.
lesbians. Nobody else. I didn't even stick around to the end. Okay, great. So you like horror now. Great. My job here is done.
I didn't feel horror. I felt suspense.
Dad. So horror
I wasn't
can
scared
be suspenseful.
anywhere in there. I wasn't shocked.
You weren't?
No.
I was very unsettled. I cried.
I don't think I was even unsettled. I was
I
trying
didn't
to figure
like
out
the Boots poem.
I was
That
trying to figure out the
creepy.
mystery.
What's the mystery?
The whole thing, because having just been dropped into this world, I had no idea.
But I don't
what anything was
think
about.
you needed the other one.
I love the alpha guys
I did.
who had the need to rip off your head and pull out your spine, regardless if you're a human or an animal.
I was wondering why I was able, on Letterboxd you can pick like the poster you want, and one of them was just a spine, and I was like, well, let me just pick that one for me, and now I know why. I was sitting there in the movie and thinking to myself, why is this so divisive? I feel like this, like, until we got to the very end. And then we got to the end, and I was like, oh, I do see why people are upset.
So, I guess of the ending?
Mm-hmm. People don't like the ending.
Well, they don't know what it's bringing in the future.
Yeah, and I think that
I feel like it left it like, I think I want to know more about that.
Right, and I think if they didn't already have 2 in the works, I would be kind of frustrated. Because I think that they had written all the scripts before they even...
shot this one?
Yeah. So, Danny Boyle directed this one. He's not directing the second one. He's directing the third one. Nia DaCosta, who directed the new Candyman movie that came out a couple years ago. Like, you don't know what Candyman is.
No, I just know the Sammy Davis Jr. song. Insert clip here.
We don't have the rights.
No.
I won't. But I'm intrigued. I really like this one. I thought the little boy was great.
Kid was phenomenal.
He was very good.
I feel like he also aged like 2 years while we were watching.
You don't think watching your mom die and then like placing her skull on top of a mountain of skulls
I mean,
ages you?
literally, the child aged. He looked older by the last scene to me.
He's been through some shit.
Yeah, but it's only been... Hey, now you got to bleep that.
Well, I don't really have much editing to do in this one because you've just been flying and you sped home somehow.
There was no traffic. There were no zombies on the street.
Oh, okay. So we have an email that I've kept from you.
Oh.
Do you want to rate this? What do you want to... You want to rate this as spines?
Skulls.
Skulls and spines?
I will give it a solid 3.85.
My
Just a
resolve
straight
gets
rating right
weaker.
there.
My resolve gets weaker every day. What's that? A chair? Oh, a rocking chair.
Hey, stop looking at the trash that's out there.
I was raised
Dumpster
by
diving,
you.
I know.
I think I'll give it a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Okay, now let me go to this. Oh, the Cubs are getting stomped right now. Okay, our good friend, MR. Do you remember MR? They've written to us a couple times.
Yes.
We have responded to their email about if people who listen watch the movie, but that was on an episode that we haven't released yet because...
Oh, sorry, MR. Is that the one that we
they've written to us a couple
for
times.
the future?
Yeah, they've written to us a couple times. They've written to us again.
Yes, but I feel bad that we didn't... She? He? I can't... She.
I don't think we know pronouns.
They?
Yes, they.
Didn't know that we actually responded to he, she, they months ago.
Just say they.
That's can't do that.
Oh my Dad, they're
That's
gonna
a
think
plural
that
problem.
they're gonna think that you're like
No, I'm married to a copy editor.
non-binary
It
phobic.
had nothing to do with that. I'm married to a copy editor. You can't do
And you
plural.
use perfect grammar?
No,
Now
but
you're
she's-
taking a stand?
I'm not making a stand. It's just hard to do. Anyways,
So
continue.
you're sorry and that you like the gays.
Absolutely.
Great.
All right, MR.
Okay, so they're writing about Bring Her Back. Do you remember Bring Her Back?
That was a horror movie. Wait a minute. Something about, bring her back from the dead of some... Oh, yes. Now I remember that. Oh, I wish I didn't remember that. Oh, that just brought back a lot of bad memories. MR, don't do that to me.
They weren't surprised you didn't like it. They really liked it, though.
You really liked that, too, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Ugh.
I'd love to chew on a knife sometime.
Oh, that's right. You reminded me of that.
They do think that the themes of grief have been overdone in horror movies, but they agree that what they did a good job with it. I think we're all overdoing grief because I think we're all still like reeling from COVID messing all of us up for all those years and all the loss and everything. That's my 2 cents of why grief is such a...
All right, using that logic, that would imply that after World War II, all the movies would be about grief. And they weren't.
A lot of them were.
Okay, some of them were.
I could also point to a bunch of movies not about grief now. Okay, they also love Sally Hawkins, and that,
Is that the mother?
yes, and that she always gets movies with themes about water, which she was in The Shape of Water. Did you see The Shape of Water?
I did. I can't remember anything other than a green guy in a bathtub.
Yeah, she bangs him.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they said, P.S. Happy Pride Month. So how do you feel after dunking on how much you hate they, them pronouns that they just wish
It's
Happy
just a
Pride?
language issue. It has nothing to do with people and them.
Say Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
Thank
it.
you, MR.
Okay.
Someday
good
you'll
night.
get to hear the other reply.
Probably. I mean,
Okay.
bye.
Bye.
That's it for this week's episode of Movies with My Dad. You can find all of our episodes on movieswithmydad.com or the streaming platform of your choosing. You can also send us an email at movieswithmydadpod@gmail.com. My dad is desperate to hear from you. You can find me, Tina, on Blue Sky at Tina Kakadelis or on Letterboxd at Tina_DOCX. You can find my dad at the local Lowe's. Tune in next week when we head back to the movies.